Hey everybody, welcome to our first video that we're going to be using to help us navigate psychology. So I'm going to be posting this video, and it'll be explaining what we're going to be doing with the first slideshow that I'll be giving you. So give me a second here, and let me get this going and presented here. So we're going to go to View, Slideshow. All right, so I'll be posting this slideshow. It's actually in Canvas now. I'll be making it live. So tomorrow when we meet, I'm going to be going over this somewhat and lecturing about the first portion. And then after we're done, I'll be cutting you loose where you'll be working on the questions that I'll be presenting to you, okay? And then we'll meet back on Friday. It'll be a chance to debrief and see where you're at. So if we look at it, I expect you when I give this to you in your notes, in your Google Doc, you're going to title your notes, The Brain and Psychology Unit 1, Slideshow 1. Here's our learning target. The goal right now is to learn how the brain works. We're going to be learning about the cells and how they function. You'll see I put some notes on here at the bottom. As you work your way through the slideshow, let's hide this. If you see a question in green font, it is a task to be completed, and you're going to add them to your notes. So some stuff in here is just for background information and points that we can talk about. Other things are actually tasks for you to do. So let's kind of go through it to give you an overview. Let's see if I can do this here. This was just a talk that we had about the importance of choices and how that will factor into psychology as we get deeper into the course. So that's something you have to know. It was, if you were watching it in class, you saw that. So this question, what is psychology? A lot of students have different ideas of what it may be. This person up here in the corner, that's Sigmund Freud, who's frequently associated with psychology, and he is with a type of psychology. For many years, people think of psychology in terms of counselors, that's like social workers working with kids, that is psychology. Or this person up here who may be receiving electroshock therapy, which is another type of psychology. So when we say what psychology is, it's a broad spectrum of disciplines that go in there. On your own, I won't read all these right now. I'd like you to go over these, right? And you don't have to write notes for them. These are for your reference though. But when we say psychology is, that first bullet point, it's the study of the brain. Like all psychology is biology. They're intertwined, So yes, we look at behaviors, right? Why are people doing what they're doing? But those behaviors are motivated by things that are going on in the brain, right? So underneath this, give it a read. I won't expect you to have them in your notes right now, but at some point, you'll likely have to write about, what is psychology, and you can refer back to this point, the study of motivation, aggression. We'll be looking at rewards and punishments, right? Sleep, the importance of sleep, one of these underrated elements of psychological development. Oops, I don't want that. Let's go over here. Again, this is just for your reference. You won't have to learn about this right now. You'll learn about it later. This is a neuron, a brain cell. No notes for this on this now, but I want you to see it. It's a very unique type of cell, right? And this will compose a vast portion of your brain. There's other cells in there called glial cells that take care of them. But these little connections here are called dendrites. Right? And you can see here they have an axon and they connect. These dendrites here connect, and where they touch, information will be transmitted. Neurotransmitters will go through. We found that people don't really grow new brain cells, but they can increase the spread down here of these dendrites. And if you have more dendrites and more receptors, it possibly means faster processing speed. All right. So we're going to move beyond that for right now. Oops, and here we go. This is your first task. You see it's in green, neuroplasticity. I want you to watch this YouTube video, and then this question here, I should have highlighted it. I'll go back and highlight it. Describe neuroplasticity and provide an example of it in action. It's a short YouTube clip. Watch the clip. Write the question down, please, and then give me in your own words what you think it is. We'll continue through. Can someone with a brain injury be fixed, right? And I put that in here. This is a long TED Talk. You can put the closed captions on. It's by he's a neuroscientist, right? But he also specializes in medical imaging. And so there's two main questions after you watch the video I want you to answer. How are psychology and psychiatry, which is something you hear, different? He'll address that. Identify two examples of how a brain injury can lead to changes in behavior. You'll have about 30 seconds on this before it clicks on out. So I'm going to quickly move through the last ones. Here's the question. It's about, are we programmed for positive thought? Read this over. And the last one you're going to last to. I'd like you to read these 5 bullet points in your own words. Try to put them together in one little, paragraph that makes sense, and finish it out with a rose. Always finish it out with a happy memory, something going on good in your life. That's it. I'll be seeing everybody